we truly believe in collaboration, whether it's provider collaboration, patient collaboration, pharmacist collaboration, right? And it's not just with us. Like, we have our team, we have a great culture, a great environment of the things that we do, and it's exciting. Our team is amazing. They do amazing stuff day in and day out. And yeah, we're not your traditional independent community pharmacy, but at the core of what we do, it's collaboration, and it's really working with other folks to elevate the level of care that we're providing to our patients at the end of the day.
Yeah. So again, a lot of that translates over to the CPESN group, and being able to show, that impact and that unity across a clinically integrated network. And that's really impressive to payers to see that standardized and to see that collaboration and network that, okay, this is something that we can invest in. I remember a couple of years ago just being so excited to see the possibilities with like Marixa and Outcomes, where payers are looking to spend money where they can move the needle with independent pharmacies. And so, I think at this point, hopefully everybody's familiar with CPESN. If you are not, strongly recommend you go to the website, check out the local networks, and reach out, get in touch with somebody in your state. But something that I think everyone may not be aware of is all of the work that you guys are doing with special purpose networks. And you kind of mentioned a couple of those. You mentioned the Big Tree, the Health Equity. There's the Emergent. You guys have a couple of these going on. So tell me a little bit about what those special purpose networks are, what's coming down the pipeline in those.
Yeah, no, great question. And so I'll echo real quick kind of what you were saying. I think the thing with CPESN, and when folks are looking at it, right, it's kind of where's the value? And I'll be honest, when I first came on board, I didn't understand CPESN. It was this kind of ethereal concept to me of like, wait, what is it that they're trying to do? They're trying to aggregate people. Like it initially, you're just kind of like, wait, what's the opportunity? What's the value?
Yeah.
But as you get into, value-based care, and as you get into understanding where payers are going for solutions, right? Again, if you're just one independent pharmacy that's approaching a payer, right? Yeah, they'll like the concept or whatever, but what's the impact to that, right? It's the number of patients that are in your Pioneer system, right? It's the number of patients that are in your system, right? Like, it's like, okay, well, to a payer, that's okay. That may be great. It might be a nice little side project, right? But how are they going to get the biggest impact with the financials that they're trying to invest in, right? That's really what, to me, it comes down to. So what CPESN does in looking to aggregate our entities and show that there's a standard with which pharmacies that are a part of our network have to meet these particular standards, and that we can deliver success across the board with what we're doing with X number of patients, the conversation becomes very different. So I myself, look, I'm not the brightest crayon in the box by any means, but when I have those aha moments, they are great. And so me having that aha moment with CPESN was really kind of where I really felt we needed to continue to engage and evolve the things that we're doing. And I think that's what's exciting with what CPESN is doing, is they're evolving the service and the level of support that they can provide pharmacies with these SPNs, the special purpose networks. So there are kind of two entities. There's special purpose networks, and then there's kind of special purpose efforts, right? And so there are service sets that they're offering that I think pharmacies can engage in that can help even just their business right away with like CPESN. It's called like business intelligence. And there are analytics that entity can help support in the independent community pharmacies on what's happening with their business analytics that I think is very valuable. And it's something that, like, the insights that I think you get are very meaningful there. But the special purpose networks, when we started, we were kind of in that core group of special purpose networks that they were bringing on board. And essentially what a special purpose network is it's an opportunity, it's a program, it's a business model or something. It's an opportunity where the CPESN pharmacies can affiliate with that network and begin engaging in those service sets. It doesn't require that a payer necessarily be there to develop a business model around. Now, ours is because we're using Medicare as kind of the base, if you will. But so, for example, CPSN Health Equity, they're looking to educate and train on getting community health workers across pharmacies, and whether it's locally or across the nation, and being able to then aggregate that community health worker group to then go to payers to say, hey, we have this network of community health workers to deliver on X, Y, and Z. So the opportunities are there because the payers are looking for it. How do we solve X, Y, and Z problem, right? And I think a lot of these payers, they're trying to create pathways through primary care and other entities that don't have the capacity, and they're not looking at a network that already exists. They're not looking at independent community pharmacies as a solution because they're looking at us dispensing. They're looking at us counting by five still. So this is, I think, being a very big transformational change where when we're engaging in these models, when we're engaging in these special purpose networks, there's a different discussion that can now be had, because not only are we engaging, we're actually leveraging this. We're doing stuff. We're collecting data. We're collecting outcomes, right? We're getting to where we're providing results that can then have a different conversation with the payers. And it's not just an ethereal, we're working on it or we're piloting it or whatever. It's no, hey, these are actions that are happening. These are things that are happening in the community pharmacy.